Please be seated. The record will show the presence of the jury, the defendant, and all counsel. Mr. Martinez, you may continue with cross-examination.
Ma'am, take a look at Exhibit 78. And you indicated that you were in this vicinity here with your head in this direction when Mr. Alexander was in this vicinity, sort of next to you, correct?
Yes.
And you indicated that you were able to get up, right?
Yes.
He was within a foot of you, wasn't he?
That sounds right. I don't know. Sounds about right.
Well, he was within an arm's length. He could have touched you if he wanted to, right?
I think so. He would have to reach down, I guess.
Pardon?
He would
I
have
can't
to-
hear you. Either pull the microphone up.
He would have to reach down because I was on the ground, but within arm's length, I guess so, yeah.
Or he could have kicked you if he wanted to. That's how close he was, right?
Yes, he was that close.
And you were able to get up, right?
After rolling, I got up, yes.
So you rolled then, right?
Yes.
You were able to get up, right?
Yes.
And he was standing right there, correct?
In the same place, but I
Right.
rolled away, yes.
And then you began to run, correct?
Yes.
And he began to run after you, right?
I heard his footsteps. I didn't look.
You didn't tell us about, in fact, when you testified prior to trial, you told us that you didn't know if he was coming after you, right?
Prior to trial?
Prior this morning when you testified. Do you remember testifying this morning?
Yeah, I didn't know for certain because I didn't look back.
Ma'am, my question to you is, do you remember testifying this morning?
Yes.
And do you remember we discussed this issue about going down the hallway? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And do you remember that you told us that you had no idea where he was?
Objection, this characterizes your testimony.
Overruled. You may answer.
I didn't say that.
You said that you didn't know if he was following you because you weren't paying attention. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember saying I didn't know. I just remember saying that I wasn't sure.
And that you didn't know, you said that you didn't hear him, right? You didn't say that anything about hearing him, did you?
I didn't say that I heard him. I didn't say that I didn't hear him.
So you're now saying that you did hear him coming after you, right?
I'm saying that I thought I heard footsteps
Well-
running after me.
When you say you think, it implies that you're not sure. Did you or did you not hear footsteps as you're going down the hallway?
I think I did.
Okay, so you heard footsteps. That means he's running after you, right?
That's what I believed.
Well, all we care about is what you believe in. So you say that you hear his footsteps, right?
Yes.
So he is coming after you, right?
Yes, he is.
Makes you scared, right?
Very.
And you're saying that this individual who's in shape is not able to catch you before you turn the corner to go into the closet, right?
He did not.
That's what you're saying, that he wasn't fast enough to do it, right?
That's right.
And you slammed the door, right?
I did.
You can't see through the door, right?
That's correct.
So how do you know he's still mad?
Because Travis never calmed down that quickly.
Ma'am, you couldn't see through the door at his expression on his face, could you?
That's correct.
You couldn't see his eyes, correct?
Correct.
And so you're inside this closet, right?
Yes.
And you don't know what he's doing outside, according to you, right?
That's right.
And so even though you don't know what he's doing outside, you claim you go for a weapon, right?
Not immediately. My thought was to run through the other door first.
So then you sat around and waited? There was a period of time here that you waited then?
No, it all happened very quickly, this whole
Okay,
thing.
well then I thought you said that you thought, or that you took some time to think this out.
It was like instantaneous. I just thought as soon as I slammed the door, I was going to run through the other door. And then in a split second, I realized where the gun was and I went to grab it so that I could point it at him and protect myself.
So you're inside this closet, right?
Yes.
And you're ahead of him, aren't you? In other words, he's on the other side of the door, right?
That was my thought. I also
Ma'am,
had a
I'm
fear
not
that-
asking you what your thinking was. I'm asking you, isn't it true that he was outside of the door?
Well, I don't know where he was. I just
Well,
know that I
okay,
shut the door.
then he was somewhere in the bedroom then, right?
I don't know. He could have been in the bedroom or running down the hallway to meet me at the other end of the door.
Bottom line, he wasn't in the closet with you, is what you're telling us, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you don't know what he's doing during this period of time that he's out there, right? Yes or no? Do you know what he's doing while he's out there?
Specify which period of time you're referring to.
The period of time where you're not seeing him. You don't know what he's doing.
That's correct.
And this is a period of time that allows you for contemplation or to think, right?
If I was in my right mind, yes.
Well, I'm not asking you whether or not you were in your right mind, was I?
No.
I was asking you whether or not you had time to think, right?
Objection, asked and answered.
Overruled.
I may have had time, but
Well, didn't you just tell us just now that you that you thought about what you were going to do next, right?
yes, I thought of getting away.
And so the answer is yes, you did think, right?
Yes.
And in fact, when you were doing this thinking, he wasn't in the closet, right?
No, he was opening the door at that
Ma'am,
point.
he wasn't in the closet, was he?
He was opening the door and entering
I'm
the
not
closet.
asking you if he was opening the door. I'm at you. The way you told the story just now was that you slammed the door. Didn't you just say that?
Yes, I did.
And when you slammed the door, you didn't get his foot, right? He didn't have his foot in the door, right?
No,
He didn't have his hand somewhere so that the door didn't close, right?
that's right.
The door closed, right?
Yes.
And for whatever period of time, he was outside, right?
I guess because it opened pretty much right away.
Ma'am, during this time, you were ahead of him inside of that closet, according to you, right?
That's right.
You had enough time to grab the door, right?
No, I slammed it.
You touched the door, right?
Yes.
And you slammed the door, right?
Yes.
It shut, right?
Yes.
At that point, he wasn't in that enclosed area with you, correct?
In that very second, no, he was
Right.
not.
You could have continued running out of this door here, couldn't you?
Yes.
You chose not to because you thought about it, right?
I don't remember really thinking. I just remember being scared and trying to put distance. And
You could have, though, run out and put distance between, to use your term, between you and him by running out this door, right?
that's right. I guess I
And
would've-
if you would have run out this door, you could have then run down the hallway, right? Again, right?
That's possible.
Well, it's something you could have done, right?
If he hadn't stopped me, possibly,
Well,
yes.
wait a minute. You said that you were alone in the closet after you slammed the door for a period of time, a brief period of time, whatever it was, right?
Yes.
And then, so during that brief period of time, when this person who obviously is in shape cannot catch you, you could have just run around and gone down the hallway, correct?
Not if I'm trying to keep him away from me.
Ma'am, you could have done that, couldn't you?
Then
You were
I'm
alone in the closet, right?
Yes, I was.
And so if you're alone in the closet, nothing is stopping you from heading in this exit door. I know it's a door. Let's just call it a door.
Okay.
You could have then taken another right. You were familiar with this house, right?
Yes.
You were familiar with the fact that you could have gone down the hallway, right?
Yes.
And then you could have taken a quick left and you would have been down the stairs, right?
No, I probably would have been dead.
Well, ma'am, you could have done that, couldn't you?
Not unless I was suicidal.
Well, you're saying that all of a sudden, between the door to the closet, the one that's in the bedroom, and the door to the closet that's in the bathroom, he somehow got a lot faster than he did from this area here going all the way around. You're saying he all of a sudden got a lot faster, right?
Objection, argumentative. She mischaracterizes her testimony.
Please state your question.
Ma'am, the distance from here all the way around to the door is further than the distance from where you were standing inside of the closet to this door here, isn't it?
Yes.
So you could have continued running through here, couldn't you?
Yes.
He wasn't in the closet at that time, was he?
He was by that point, yes.
Well, and so he's now in the closet, and you're saying that if he's in the closet and yet he allows you, according to you, because now he's in the closet, he allows you to get up and get the gun. That's what you're saying, because he's now in the closet, right?
He entered the closet at the point that I was jumping up on the shelf.
So then the door is opening then, not when you told us before, but when you're going up towards the shelf, right?
Yes, when I told you before, which was almost immediately after.
Ma'am, my question to you is, when you went in, you were able to have time to go towards the shelves, right?
Yes,
And you just told us now that during that period of time, whatever it was, he was not in the closet, right?
at that very moment, he had not opened the door.
Right. So then you just said that you were going over to the closet, an area to get the gun, right?
The corner.
The corner, right? And as you are in that corner, he's coming in through the door, right?
Yes, as I'm beginning to step up onto the shelf.
Right. You're beginning to step up. And you're saying now that this person who's coming after you and that is angry has now given you more time, and you now have more time to get the gun from up in the closet, right?
Yes, that's correct.
But man, this is a very small closet, isn't it?
No, it's bigger than the cell that I live in.
It's bigger than what?
It's bigger than the cell that I live in. It's not a small closet.
Ma'am, we don't want to know where you live in. Do you understand that?
I'm just using that as reference. It's
Ma'am,
not small.
do you understand? Did I ask you where you were living?
No.
We're clear, right? We do not want to know where you're living right now. You understand that?
Okay, sorry.
No need to be. Take that attitude that... Is there an issue with you with answering the questions as they're posed?
Sometimes, but I'm trying to answer them the best I can.
So is it an attitude issue with you then?
Objection argumentative, Your Honor. Move to strike.
Overruled. You may answer.
I don't think it is.
So this closet here is a small closet, isn't it?
No,
Objection asked and answered.
Overruled.
not in my opinion.
It's actually about 11 and a half feet, isn't it? From the door over there to this door here, isn't it?
I don't know, but that sounds somewhat accurate. I would have said
It
12.
sounds what? I can't hear you.
It sounds somewhat accurate, but I don't really know as far as distance, how long 11 and a half feet is.
Well, then let's take a look at exhibit number 249. See the measurement of the line from here to there? Do you see what the measurement is?
Yes,
It's 11 feet 4 inches, right?
yes.
So it's a little bit over 11 and a half feet long then, right?
Around that, yes.
So you're in this closet. And when you're in this closet, you reach up to get this gun, right?
Yes,
And on direct examination, you remember looking at this photograph, which is exhibit number 70.
yes,
And you indicated that the gun was up in this corner here, right?
yes,
That's a pretty high shelf there, isn't it?
no.
How tall are you, ma'am?
I believe I'm 5'5" and a half, last time I checked.
And this shelving, do you see that there?
Yes,
It goes almost to the roof. You see that?
yes,
And you see the thing to the right here, the door?
yes,
It is higher than the door, isn't it?
yes,
You're saying that standing there in front of that shelf, you could, at 5'6", you can reach up and grab that top there?
no, that's not what I'm saying.
In fact, you have to get up on the shelves to do it, don't you?
Yes, I just got up on one.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And when you get up on these shelves, it isn't a situation that you can just get up with one hand, is it?
I did it.
So
I
you
did
were
get-
able to somehow put one foot on one of these shelves, right?
Yes.
And without putting your hand, the other hand, which hand did you grab it with?
I don't remember.
All right, with the hand that was free, that you did not use to grab, that you were able to just put one foot up there, grab the gun, even though you said it was way in the back.
It's just sitting right in the corner, not way in the back. There is no back because that's the wall.
Well, this is the back part right here. That's the term that you used.
Yes.
And so you're saying that it's in that corner, you can, according to you, put your foot on one of these shelves without disturbing anything else and reach out and grab the gun, right?
That's what I did.
And you didn't disturb anything else in that closet, right? Nothing was disturbed, right?
No, my foot went right on the edge.
Pardon?
My foot went right on the edge.
And you didn't disturb any of the shoes, right?
No,
Didn't disturb any of the pants there, right?
that's correct.
Didn't disturb any of the ties that are there. Nothing was disturbed, right?
No. Yes, that's right. Nothing was disturbed.
If we take a look at exhibit number 69. This gives us a further out view, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it also includes the bench seat, right?
Yes.
Nothing is disturbed